Oh boy, do I have a hot topic for you today. Balding and graying of your hair. Yes, both of these are common sides of aging. Now, most of us will think to ourselves and say, hey, it's probably genetic. My parents had gray hair. My dad and my mom were both had thinning hair or balding, and I'm going to get it, or that's why I got it. But let me break it down for you. There's a couple, and I'm going to only talk about two. I am sure that there are numerous things that lead to balding and graying of hair, but I'm just going to give you two. One is iron overload. Two is chronic activation of mTOR. And we could give many causes of balding and graying, but I picked these two. And most all of the things that cause balding and graying circle back to the common denominators that I'm going to discuss right now. First, let's go with iron overload. Iron overload. It says what it says it is. Too much iron in our body, usually in the form of non-heme iron. But let's just put that on the back burner for right now. What does iron overload do? One, it triggers oxidative stress from reactive oxygen species. Folks, we have so much iron overload, we don't have enough antioxidants to take care of all of the reactive oxygen species that iron overload is causing. We get this from our diet, to eating too much non-heme iron, or taking in too much synthetic vitamins with non-heme iron. Okay? Iron overload impairs blood flow. Who would have thought? Think about it. It's going to impair blood flow, so there's less oxygen going to your hair follicles and less nutrients. Reactive oxygen species that the iron causes also blocks the function of melanocytes. Melanocytes? Yes, melanocytes that produce melanin. Melanin is the color of our hair or our skin. So all over our body, we're getting disruption of our melanocytes. Melanocytes, the hair color. That's what leads to graying if we don't have the melanin. If the melanin is being shut down by dysfunctional melanocytes, we don't get melanin. We get gray hair. Okay, what else? We've talked about reactive oxygen species causing a ton of inflammation. I mean, that's where iron gets deposited in inflamed tissue. Why are they inflamed? One, iron causes inflammation, but two, all of the things we do to our body, like our diet, increases inflammation. Okay, when we get our hair follicles blocked or disrupted, like there's phases of hair growth, and iron can block those phases. So we're going to get increased shedding and graying and balding. You see, all of this leads to what is like scarring or fibrosis of our scalp. Now let's move on. We talked about iron overload. We talked about reactive oxygen species. We talked about triggering of inflammation, and we talked about impairing the hair follicle itself. Now let's go to mTOR. Oh boy. You know, I've been talking about mTOR for more than a week. mTOR is great when it's not chronically activated. Remember, we need anabolic processes and catabolic processes. We can't always be anabolic where mTOR is active. mTOR leads to anabolic processes. Okay? It's building up. But we can't always be building up. What if mTOR is also activating reactive oxygen species? What if it's also increasing stem cell production to be overboard? See, stem cells are needed. Stem cell is needed to regrow or regenerate new hair. What if mTOR is always active, always stimulating the stem cells? They get exhausted. They're tired. They can't keep doing it. Therefore, mTOR can lead to decreased production of hair growth. Okay? What else does mTOR do? If we're always chronically activating mTOR, guess what we're not doing? Autophagy. And we need autophagy to take care of all of the things, all the damaged stuff in our cells. We need to go into autophagy, catabolic processes. Okay? In addition, this is a great one. mTOR amplifies androgens, leading to androgenic alopecia, balding. It signals DHT, dihydrotestosterone. You guys out there, you know that you take these DHT blockers. Why not simply lower or increase the ability for mTOR to cycle? Why is it always chronically elevated? Why is mTOR elevated? Because of what we're eating and how often we're eating. If you're chronically eating carbs, you're chronically going to have high mTOR. You guys, balding and gray hair, iron overload, chronic mTOR activation, those are the two of the main causes, and you can do something about it. If you want to know more, email me, message me. We can talk more about how we can fix this problem. ironladydoc@aol.com is my email. You guys have a great day. See ya.